me.
Yeah, so for another one, Rockstar has trademarked Bully again. They've updated the trademark for it. I guess it was about to expire, so they went on and updated it. So I mean, Bully, that game, I don't
That's an
remember when
old
it
one,
came
dude. That
out.
was when I was in
It
high
came
school.
out in like
2000,
PlayStation 2, right?
2005, 2006.
Yeah, so it's a long time that it's been
Yeah.
out.
Because I personally had
Um,
it for the 360. But yeah,
Okay.
I know that it released on the Wii. It released on the PS2. I don't know about the original Xbox, but I had it on the 360.
All right.
So I wonder, what their plans on this IP is going to be,
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's been so long since Rockstar has done anything with Bully. They just made that one and it was a one-off, but it was a great one because it
was
was
fun.
just like playing a GTA, but
For
in
kids.
school or whatever. Yeah.
Well, what's crazy about it too is that they updated it 3 times in the same day.
Oh, what
So
do
they
you mean?
updated multiple aspects of that game, like trademarks of that game.
Okay.
That's
So
interesting.
that's why it's a little bit more newsworthy than like just a normal.
Because it could actually indicate something.
Yeah, because it clearly means that they're
That they might be
somewhat
trying to work on
committed
it.
to that title for some reason. I never played Bully. You played Bully.
Yeah, I loved Bully.
I played Bully
You played
too.
Bully too.
Mhm.
I never played it. Always wanted to play it, but I never did. But my question to you, both of you, is kind of going back to what we've been talking about the last few weeks, like with the Last of Us remake and stuff. Do you want them making that, or do you want GTA 6
I would want a Bully 2.
over GTA 6?
I would not want a Bully.
No, I know not Bully. I mean, even Bully 2. Would you want that as their next game coming out, or would you want like GTA 6 as their next game coming out?
So easily GTA 6, of course.
Yeah.
I would say,
I don't like hearing that in a sense. I don't want that getting in the way.
yeah.
Hmm.
The cool thing about if you have Xbox is the 360 copy still works well on your Xbox Series X. So just pop that bad boy in if you want. If you get the Bully fix, and I feel like that game's kind of timeless. But yeah, I would rather just have the latest. But like what Mark is saying, Bully 2 would be kind of cool.
Go ahead.
That would be I would be happy to see what new things they add to it because I would say when it came out it was kind of ahead of its time. You go to class, you freaking do like little anatomy, like it was freaking dope. You know what I mean?
I heard it was.
It
Yeah.
was really impressive for when it came out, and I would be cool, but I would rather see GTA, of course.
I mean, if you think about it, Bully is literally just an alternate version of GTA. So it's just some things that aren't, they're not walking around shooting. You know what I mean? That's
Or driving
Using
around.
slingshots,
Yeah,
instead of
or
guns.
driving, but you can incorporate
Skateboards.
driving into Bully if you wanted to. You can put a go-kart in there,
Yeah.
riding around campus or whatever. It could be college version or something like that. I don't
Ooh,
know.
college
Like,
version.
There's different
Dude,
things that
that'd
you
be
could do.
dope.
So I
College version.
wouldn't put it past like Rockstar, right? As much as they've done, improving all of these GTAs to take everything that they've made great about Grand Theft Auto and putting it into a Bully 2 and making it so that you would want to play that just as much or as long as you play Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5
I
has
don't
been
know,
around
man.
for like
an
7
open
years
world
or
though.
something.
Dude,
It's just neater to me.
that
But
would
I mean, if you can have an open world.
I mean, like an open city. I know what you mean. Like an open world is like a college campus.
what
or
if it was
like
a
that.
college
Yeah,
campus?
if
Dude,
it was
you're onto
college,
something
dude,
there.
like you could have
'Cause-
you're just roaming around the whole town. You got to get a day job. You know what I mean? Like in between
Yeah,
your
that'd be
classes,
so cool.
you're doing
Yeah,
drug
but-
deals or something like
But the
that.
game
Ride a
has
bike
to. The
around.
game has to take place on the school campus.
Well, it would have to take place in the city. It doesn't because it doesn't. It's not. If you're in college, right? You're not limited to just the campus.
Yeah.
You would be
could
limited
live at
to
the
college
dorm and
life.
go-
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's like different to me then, because like you can just spend your entire game offside campus. Then
Probably, but you got to.
then that's no longer Bully to me.
You got to do
Well,
the story.
the
If
line.
you're
Bully-
like just in the world
The
driving
Bully,
around,
you did go
doing-
around the town. You went to
I know,
your
but-
house and went around the town. There's a lot of outside areas of the school that you went to.
Yeah, I'm just
It's like a
I'm
little
just saying
small
it's like-
scope, though.
Yeah,
Really small.
But I mean,
that's
if
what
you're
it'd have
talking
to be
about-
really small then,
Yeah.
because otherwise you would just spend your whole time
just outside,
outside
the
the school, and now you're just playing GTA.
But like, yeah, that's what you can do. But I'm saying, like, in order to progress through the story, if
Yeah,
all of
you
the
gotta go to
story
class and
is
stuff.
in the campus, then you would have to go through the campus to play the rest of the story. But yeah, if it's open world and you're able to just explore the town that you're in,
That's
or the
what I'm
city
saying.
that you're
You
in,
have to still shrink the scope of it.
Yeah.
I think.
But I mean, I
That'd be
personally, because I enjoyed Bully and I like what Rockstar does, I think that they could make Bully 2 or whatever just as great as they make GTA. I mean, GTA is always in a city.
Yeah.
It's just how big that city is, you know what I mean? So it's like if you took a city aspect and you just put a community college and then you put a university in the city, and it's, you know, you're going from a community college and then you're able to move to a university or something like that. Like I feel like there's a way that they could make that work to make it almost as grand a scheme as Grand Theft Auto, because it doesn't have to revolve
I don't
around
know.
3 people now. You know what I mean? They've done one
Yeah.
person before, so it can
Yeah,
always.
I'm
go
fine
back
with
to
one person.
So
I'm just saying I would rather them commit their resources to a GTA 6, I think, than them commit their resources or pull some of the resources away to make a Bully 2, especially since they take like a decade to bring out a year. Like we get a game from them like once every 10 years. And so that means if we get Bully this time, it'll be 10 more years before we see GTA 6. And I don't know if that's worth it to me.
Well, one thing I always thought about too is I would feel like when we were younger, like the word bully wasn't as like, I'm not saying taboo, but now bullying is like, you know, it's always a
gotten
serious
to be
thing.
more of a thing.
You know,
Yeah.
would they be able to sell a game called Bully where you're like bullying people around?
Yeah.
Would that have some backlash? Do you think?
It's funny how you can go shoot, you know, people on the streets,
But you can't bully. You can't
I know,
slingshot a
I
kid.
know.
But you can shoot a guy.
Right, you can shoot a guy, yeah.
Because they're
you
adults.
don't like them, you can
18
shoot 'em.
plus.
But you
Yeah.
can't slingshot a kid.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
I don't know. I the only thing that I would hope with all of this, if they were doing something with the title, that it wasn't just a remake. Or
yeah,
something
that's a
like
good
that.
point.
Like, I wouldn't want a remake.
A
Like,
Bully in
I
College
wouldn't want
would
you
be
to give me
awesome,
the same
dude.
story. Like I would want you to take that story and elevate that and show me what you can do.
Dang,
like
Bully
I
in
mean,
College.
what if they were able to combine GTA 6 with Bully and
It's a DLC.
have like some type
I would
of,
only
a
want
joint-
that if it took such minimal resources for them to do.
Yeah.
Then it'd be fine for me.
But
I just
what's-
don't want it taking so many resources that it slows down
Dude,
production of
one thing
something else.
that when you've been talking, I've just been thinking of GTA Online. You know how many people like RP and stuff with
Mhm.
Yeah, they
Bully
do
would be a
lot.
cool setting to RP like in college. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That'd be cool if that was a pack like for the online version.
Yeah.
Like now we added this part of the map. It's the Bully. There's a university and you can enroll, sign up in class and
Right.
you know
You
buy
can do
some
other people's
swag.
homework for money and different things like
that
that.
would be cool. That's what I thought of the whole time. Like
Yeah.
if it was on the online version, that would be kind of cool.
You start to kind of like meld the line between bullying though and adults, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, adult can be a bully
Yeah,
to another
anybody can
adult,
be a bully,
right?
yep.
But we don't really quantify it that
yeah,
way.
we don't frown upon that.
Yeah, where when it's little kids we do, but yeah, it's like.
But I mean, they
a
could
backward
always title
society.
it something else, right? They don't. I mean, the trademark probably was just for the name, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's a cool game regardless.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I would like to see something, you know, new from there.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
I
dope.
couldn't. For me, like I get the whole allure of like a GTA 6, but they could put just as much effort as they would put into a GTA 6 into a Bully and make a 2. In my opinion, you know, I mean, I think you could throw as much craziness as you would throw in a GTA 6 and put it into a Bully 2, and do with it what you.
It
will.
would be different though. It'd have to be different, or else it's the same thing. It would
I
have to
mean,
be different, or it'd be
I
the same
said,
thing.
Bully was like the same thing as Grand Theft Auto. It was literally just in a school aspect. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
just reskinned.
So it was literally the same thing as playing like a Grand Theft
I don't know
Auto
what you
San
mean by
Andreas.
literally though. So you're shooting people with guns
Just-
and you're driving
just think of,
cars and
like,
stealing
you know how
cars.
Bethesda-
How is that the
Leading people,
same?
you were punching
You know how like
people.
I don't see how
Sky,
that's
you
the
know like
same.
Skyrim versus like Fallout, like the underlying engine, like how you interact, how you do everything is very very similar.
Right, because it's a Rockstar game.
You just didn't kill people. That was
So
literally
it's
Just
the only
like
thing
Red
you
Dead
did.
Redemption has
Yeah.
a very similar.
So I'm saying
Phil.
like, you know, around that time, what maybe Vice City. So it's very similar to like Vice City, but it's just kind of reskinned. Instead of guns, you got like a slingshot. Instead of the cars, you're on a skateboard. You know, you still has that still like Rockstar style. I think that's what he means to it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's different though. Just like Red Dead Redemption is different from GTA.
Oh,
Or
that's
also-
a larger. Yeah, that's
It's-
a larger.
Yeah, but the only thing that's different between the two is the setting. In Red Dead, instead of cars, you have horses.
Yeah,
You have a 6-shooter instead of a
lightning
Glock,
gun.
right? Like you're beating people and stealing things.
Yeah.
They're the same thing. The only thing that's different is the setting.
Yeah,
So I'm saying like
so yeah, it's like that.
that's what I mean. That's how the games are different from each other. I would
Yeah,
rather the
setting.
city setting and that setting. I would rather the GTA setting than a school setting, I think.
Okay, so that's what you would prefer.
I would
it's just a
rather that.
full-on
Yeah, that's
city
what I
setting.
like
It's
the
a
best.
little more vast, like a school.
Yeah, it's a little more vast. That's why.
Like we don't go to school for fun per se,
Right.
So I see what
That's
you're saying.
really what I mean. Like,
But
I'm
if it
not
was a
saying
college
the feel
town,
won't
you'd
be
go to
cool.
like football games and stuff.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool. But
I'm not saying it would be bad. I think it would be cool. I just don't think I'd prefer it over GTA 6.
or Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, or I think I would still prefer GTA 6 over Red Dead Redemption. Like, I like Red Dead Redemption, but I actually would still have preferred them bring out. I would have preferred GTA 6 than Red Dead Redemption 2. Although I really like Red Dead Redemption 2. I just prefer cars, and I prefer that vast city feel.
I agree.
You know, but anyways.
I love you, me.